Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week, we have Joe.
Hey, Earl.
And Claire.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Well, you know.
Cool. Welcome back.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I hope so. It better be, Claire.
I mean, I try.
Yeah. Claire's super excited for this show.
I mean, medium.
This is the one and only show that she thought of doing this week.
I had a lot of show ideas, okay? And I didn't want one about high school. I'm sorry.
Is that like your MO? Have you been picking, when you come on, do you pick
No.
I just think you pick Gilmore Girls every time. So.
I do. Every time it's Gilmore Girls. No, I just have realized that I don't really enjoy high school shows, especially during the school year, just because I live in high school at my job, and I don't need to, it's not amusing to me or interesting to me. So when I was looking for shows, though, a lot of those pop up because they're funny or common or popular.
Sure.
And my name is Earl. Hopefully, it doesn't have anything to do with high school.
I don't think it does.
If they are going back to high school, or if this is a flashback show, or I don't know, I'm gonna be pretty bummed.
I don't know actually really what My Name is Earl has to do with anything.
I don't really either, but I feel like it was the end of prime time being a thing. It was at the tail end of shows that you tuned in for, and I feel like people liked this show. They thought it was funny.
I feel like I've heard good things about this show. The only thing I really know about it is the guy who, I'm assuming who plays Earl, Jason Lee.
Yeah.
He's in Mallrats and a lot of the Jay and Silent Bob movies. And I like him.
Well, hopefully we like him in this.
And then the only other thing I know is that Ethan Suplee, I think is how you say his name.
Sure, that sounds right.
He was in I think Varsity Blues and stuff, and he used to be a big gentleman, and now he's a jacked dude who's really strong.
What do you think about that? What do you think about a character on popular TV that plays the chronically large guy?
I mean, I'm
not shocked that he gets jacked. If you're on TV and people probably talk about your weight, it's got to be super hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Jonah Hill, was super fat kind of thing, and then he got skinnier, and then people are like, he's not funny anymore. It's weird.
Do they really say that?
Yeah, it's weird that people attributed how funny Jonah Hill was based on his weight, where it's that can't possibly be a connector. Maybe his physical comedy went down or something, or something. But it's if Chris Farley was still alive, or he lost a bunch of weight, it's Chris Farley would still have been hilarious.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's silly, but
it's also something that we note about actors that were overweight and things like that. We talk about when they get fit.
Well, I mean, as far as people being cast as the fat guy or something like that, I don't know. I think it's the same as someone's cast as there's shows that someone's we need the ugly person.
Oh yeah.
And then people are oh, cast me, I'm the ugly person.
Oh, I'm sure that there's plenty of actors that would get cast more regularly for being simple or ugly or
well, you
whatever.
Can't be too ugly though.
That's
you gotta
true.
be the right amount of ugly.
Right.
You're beautiful, but you're wearing glasses. I've
been watching some 30 Rock, and there's one where Jenna comes back from a play where she eats a bunch of pizza, and then Alec Baldwin's character walks in, and he's no. He's you either need to lose 30 pounds or gain 60.
Yeah.
Oh man.
She's in Mystic Pizza the musical.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Something like that. So I mean, there's roles for everything. It's one of those things. Acting's weird because, whoever wrote the show is this is this dude, and in my mind, he's a skinny, disheveled looking dude, and and he has a big fat friend, and
What's one of the only jobs that you're allowed to discriminate at? You're allowed to discriminate based on someone's gender, height, weight, race, because it's you're fitting a role,
right?
And that's why mixed blood theaters and things like that are really cool, where you're getting a mixed cast that's not based on the original notes, but it's definitely hard and interesting. I'm about to cast our spring play for my high school.
Do you got the big fat person picked up?
I don't think we've got one of those lined up, but I'll like go around the school and try to find somebody. No,
I think it's especially for like a high school play. I think it's probably good to like basically if someone really wants to do it and they're good enough, they probably can pretty much play any role for the most part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's clearly what you try to do.
Yeah.
How did we get talking about this?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, My Name is Earl is the show that we're doing today.
I was just talking about the two main characters in My Name is Earl.
Yeah.
Jason Lee, who I like, and then we was talking about Ethan Suppley, who got really fit.
Who you hate. Oh, okay.
I don't think I hate him. I don't think I said that, Joe.
I think he's more funny than the other guy.
Than Jason Lee?
Yeah.
Jason Lee has good rants. Like, he goes off on rants, and I feel like he's got good rants.
Okay.
In, like, Mallrats and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, do I know him from Kevin Smith movies?
Yes.
Is that why I know Jason Lee?
Joe, what do you know or have any opinion of when it comes to My Name is Earl?
I just have heard of it. He's doing something, right? Like, he's dying, and he's doing something.
I think it's going to be like he goes back to his hometown.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like he's kind of like just a trashy dude, and no one really respects him.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe he gets to go.
I feel like it's some sort of like unique circumstance. Like either he won the lottery or he's got cancer, and now he's like making good by people he had like done wrong or something like that.
Oh, that would be great. I hope it is that. I hope he is like doing good to people.
I don't remember which was which.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, like, that's what you remember? Like, the show, he's going to be, like, doing good to people? I just
Something
also remember
like
they're trying to, like...
Like, fixing people's problems, like Quantum Leap, but, like, not going through time.
I also know that they're trying to portray, like, more of, like, low-income whites. So, like, that white trash, quote-unquote, group, which maybe I'll, like, really connect with. My little brother was telling me that I was going to connect with, like, some book because it was all about... low-income white people, and I was like, I know we grew up in Kentucky, man.
Low-income whites is our key demographic for this podcast.
So many of them listen to us.
And how? I feel like this show opens up with Jason Lee waking up on a couch that is covered mostly in beer and some pizza.
Ooh.
And it's kind of like... maybe a montage or like just kind of a morning routine of just like this is what this shitty person does every morning, but then it turns out it's like 1 p.m.
Do you think he's a bad person? Kind of like what's the main character in The Good Place? Like she's like a bad person, right?
Yes. I think it is. After you like set up your premise, I'm totally buying into this. I really am hoping for the show. He's like bad. Something happens, and all of a sudden he's like, "Nope, change my life. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna make good choices. I'm gonna make amends to everybody." He's gonna go around and like, isn't
that essentially The Good Place then?
Oh,
except it's not in the afterlife.
Yeah.
So completely different show.
Yeah.
I feel like he's probably gonna get like sick or has to get like or some. Yeah, I could see something like that happening. So he has to like change. I feel like maybe he's kind of a shitty person, but but isn't that bad. I don't think like he's like mega offensive.
Yeah,
and people like hate him. People are like, I don't like Earl. He's like gross and weird.
I think if it's the sick one, the sick idea, and not the I won the lottery idea, I think I might rewrite the Pie World pilot to be the I won the lottery idea, because I think I like that idea for a show. Like someone wins the lottery and it's just like, hey, I don't need all this money. What if I just like helped individual people?
I'd like to see a show go the opposite way.
Yeah.
Is like say like you, Claire, you're a good teacher that's like helping kids and like working like a good job, and you work really hard and you're like underpaid because teachers should get paid $1 million a day.
Thanks.
And like all this happens, but then you like win the lottery, like you're at school like administering like you're actively teaching kids, and then it's like you like I don't know, a phone alert goes off and you like check your phone and you're like, holy shit, I won the lottery. Fuck all of you. And like you like leave and it's like the first episode is you like kicking trash cans in the school like parking lot and doing crazy stuff, and it's just like, this is a really good person, and then this is what money does.
See, I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't actually happen for me, but I
didn't say you were going to do that.
It'd be a really good show.
I think that'd be like an anti-show. Like, is there a show like that?
Of someone all of a sudden having a bunch of money and then
instead of like
being terrible,
instead of like being sick or getting a lot of money and like correcting the bad things they've done their whole life, like kind of being a decent person and then like getting something, and then
I feel like that's just called real life. Like, so we don't need TV shows about
I feel
it.
like there's a lot of shows of the opposite where like an awful rich person like loses all their money and then becomes humbled.
Right. I want to go the other way.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping your premise was gonna like more Undercover Boss, where it's like, hi, I'm rich, I'm gonna come here and not actually fix your problems, but I'll give you a new car.
Just throw money at this, and that'd be great.
And then I'll get good PR. But
that's not what I want to see.
Okay.
My Name is Earl went 4 seasons and 96 episodes.
What year did it start?
It started in 2005 and went to 2009.
I was thinking it was earlier, like a 2002. I'm off.
I have no concept of the early 2000s.
I remember it being taking place or being on TV when I was in college. These are the years 2005 to 2009. I was in college some of those years.
Yeah.
Any year I was in college and afterwards, these are like the true, I don't know what was on TV.
Yeah,
I did not watch anything on TV. Like nothing,
for sure,
nothing that was live on TV got into my brain.
Maybe The Office?
I feel like I watched The Office like after, Really, I think I did.
But that's kind of basically the end of primetime TV was around that time when everybody pretty much stopped watching everything.
Millennials
on TV.
killed TV.
I wasn't saying
But
that.
I mean, even after we were like all done with like college is when like Netflix started mailing us discs.
Yeah.
You know, like it still wasn't streaming.
But
yet.
I don't think like after college, I never like was one to pick up like, well, we're also doing this podcast because none of us watch TV. I feel like normal people maybe did watch TV, but none of us did. But
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people watch TV then. It's just wasn't my prerogative.
Yeah. So now we're gonna find out. We're gonna see about Earl. Maybe we missed out on like awesome stuff.
Maybe
our Tuesday nights at 8:30 could have been filled with lulls. We're gonna find out.
They could have been.
And 4 seasons is like a good enough like show to pick up and watch and not have it take up too much of your time.
Yeah, 4 seasons seems like an unusually small amount for like a sitcom. Mm-hmm. So maybe I'm wondering if the sitcom had a plan or if it got canceled. That'll come later. We got anything before we dive into this first episode, or any thoughts of what's gonna happen? Or
I think there's gonna be a cow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm into it. It's probably gonna be named Bessie.
Ooh, I hope so.
Cool.
You got anything, Joe?
No. Sneakers.
Like he's gonna be wearing shoes?
It'll be a character wearing shoes.
I'm betting someone.
I really hope there's no shoes. Like that's part of the gimmick. I can't wait. This is gonna be awesome.
Oh man, can't wait. All right, we'll see you after the first episode of My Name is Earl. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of My Name is Earl, called Pilot. Because they hate me. I have a write-up. Earl wins the lottery, but loses the ticket. He discovers that it could be because he has bad karma. So he makes a list and begins fixing the bad things he has done. And once he begins working on his list, the ticket finds its way back to him.
So it's kind of right with what I thought it was, except that I thought he was going to like use his money to make these people's lives right.
Uh-huh.
But he doesn't. Or he hasn't really claimed the money yet, right?
No, he
did.
He did.
But he, at least in this episode, he didn't use the money to make the guy's life better. He bought him a shirt.
He bought him a shirt from Men's Express. One thing noted is that he decided that he needs to work on his karma because Carson Daly talked about karma on the Carson Daly show.
Carson was looking good.
Because
at that point in time.
I've never said that about Carson Daly.
No one's ever said that.
I feel like Carson Daly just looks like a dude. Like, he's just he's not ugly, but I don't think he's like like I wouldn't call him like a handsome movie star or actor.
Yeah, he's just like a vessel.
He's just like a dude.
Well, there was like different zones of him. Like at this point, it was like before he got like was like a little bit chubby, then he got skinnier, and then he got too skinny.
Okay.
And then he gained weight. So like poor guy, talking about weight at the beginning of the episode. We're just bringing it right back. I feel like he's a person that's been judged by his weight.
So you're saying this is like the sweet spot Carson
This
Daly?
is the sweet spot Carson Daly,
Right.
and it's like he's young and fresh, and he was just like
fresh off a TRL things. Carson Daly. This is like Carson Daly at his height, like
peak Carson Daly.
Peak Carson Daly.
Peak Daly.
PCD right there.
Peak Carson Daly's got to be TRL, right? That's got to be his peak.
No, but he was done with that. He got his own talk show on a national network.
Yeah, but it was like the late show.
Still.
It was like you watching Carson Daly, or you're like, I got to go to bed.
This was I would call this peak Carson Daly because he did TRL and then got a late night TV show, and that's peak because the late night TV show would be decline of Carson Daly. Mm-hmm. When you find out that when you're on one like medium, essentially, you don't translate well to like a different thing.
Yeah,
him being like a VJ on TRL is like the equivalent of like a YouTuber getting like a late night talk show and like having that somehow translate well.
You know what I think though? I think that peak Carson Daly is like current moment.
Like 2020
He's
Carson
right
Daly?
now?
He has like
what's he doing?
He's on a morning show. He still has like a talk show. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like
we forget that we talked about this. We forget that there are people that went to college and continue to watch TV. And these people are carrying Carson Daly.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy is important.
I feel like this might be like in our current moment. Carson is still kicking, man.
Carson's
it's
still kicking.
CD right now.
That's what a show's called.
SKCD, still kicking Carson Daly. So we're introduced to Earl, who's Jason Lee. We're introduced to Randy, who is Earl's brother. And then we also, at some point in the episode, we meet Joy, who's Jamie Presley, mm-hmm. who becomes Earl's wife and also his ex-wife in this episode.
Yeah.
And then I think she's probably just going to be a side character showing up every once in a while.
I think that she's going to be in every episode.
Okay. But then there's also a girl who I think is going to be more and more involved.
The maid?
The Catalina lady. Yeah. She's just like the maid at the motel, but I think she became their sidekick.
See, I think Joy is going to be more important, and I think that her current husband's going to be a big deal.
Crabman?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we hear his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that his like? Yeah, because he said, "Hey, Crabman."
Yeah, Crabman.
So I think they're going to be more important. They've got the two kids, Dodge, which was
and Earl Jr.
Who was Crabman's baby.
Neither of them are Earl's children.
Yeah.
And then Earl, to fix his karma, made a list of 259 items that he needs to like fix or do better at. Mm-hmm. So then his karma will be good. And they tackle one this episode, and that's that he wants to help this guy that he tortured in like growing up.
Yeah, like elementary school. Kenny.
He wants to help him, mm-hmm. and then he finds out that Kenny's lonely, so he wants to help him get laid. Mm-hmm. Finds out Kenny's gay, but mm-hmm. they live in a small town, so no one knows. So he brings Kenny to a gay bar in the big city. But apparently he, like, since him being nice to Kenny has given Kenny his confidence back. Mm-hmm. And he...
Yeah, because Earl was trying to, like, set him up with someone at the gay bar. And Kenny was like, no, you've, like, done enough, like, to just, like, bring me here. Like, my one, like, enemy in life, like, is accepting me for who I am. So yeah, that's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's that.
You guys skipped over like all of the homophobia and misogyny, but yeah,
that's
pretty much it.
Here's the deal. I thought we might talk about it a little bit, and I mean, technically, it was like there was like Earl was coming from obviously a place of ignorance, mm-hmm. you know, but like he would like say like you're like I don't know he was like, oh, you're gay, and he's like, I mean a homosexual American. But like,
well, he's literally homophobic because once they found out he was gay, they literally ran out of the house in terror. But like they were scared of him.
But even Earl in this like episode grew.
Yes,
it was kind of like right away he was like, I don't know what, I don't get gay people, like I'm running away, you scare me. Mm-hmm. And then he like started calling him, like he was trying to like talk to him about it, but he kept saying like inappropriate things about him being gay. And then the guy Kenny was like correcting him, and he was like, "Oh, he's like, I don't understand. I don't know how to interact with you because he's like, I've never dealt with a gay person before, at least not to my knowledge." And then it ends up with like Earl like being comfortable in a gay bar with him.
Sure.
Yeah, and I hope that there's more of that. I think that this is a good show for that. Like, this is a good vessel because but I also worry about that trope where it's like, it's almost giving another reason or way to make fun of these things. And then like, oh, but he's going to make it better. But it's still like, why are we putting that content out there? Like, I don't know. It's just something that I wonder if, like, every episode's like, oh, this guy's in a wheelchair and I was mean to him, so we're going to, like, now accept a guy in a wheelchair.
We're going to build him legs.
I don't know.
I think what you're getting at is, like, it comes to a point where, like, we know that Earl is a despicable human and, like, he's bad and trying to get better or whatever. But, like, at what point are they just doing the thing, right? At what point are they like showing homophobia and showing someone get over it, or what point is it just like a free ticket to make gay jokes?
Yeah, that's exactly what
I mean, I don't think they made too many gay jokes, like really. I mean, I've been watching like 30 Rock. I'm sure there's plenty more.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say
way worse shit in that.
Think about when the time this was 2002. There's a lot more problematic shit. 2004, a lot more problematic shit. Literally, like, if you want to just look at NBC shows like of that time, like I could think of like worse jokes that were on 30 Rock or Community or The Office
without any growth within the episode.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like at least in the end, like whatever he said at the beginning, like I think you could, if you're paying attention, you could identify that like Earl doesn't think that way. He just was coming from a place of ignorance and actually like grew.
Yeah, I think that this was handled more gently than some of its contemporaries. Not to say that it's good or bad, but just like, when you go back and watch some of those Community episodes, it's problematic a bit.
But I would say that every single character seemed likable so far in like their own way. Like they're all flawed. They all have weird things going on, or all, you know, that's the whole point of the show. But they are all likable in some way, and I think that that's going to be interesting. And the writing seems funny. Like, you guys both laughed.
There was a lull or two from, I think, everybody in the room at one point, you know.
I think I laughed the most at just the most homophobic thing where they literally ran out of his house when they found out he was gay.
It's just so stupid. Yeah. So it's like,
and like in the voiceover, he was like, "Okay, this might have been a little overdramatic."
Yeah, and even while they were making the joke, he even was like, "This was a little dumb," right?
Okay, there's also like one other line that I really lulled at where it's where Kenny and Earl are talking in the bar about like what Earl is trying to do. And like he's like talking about karma, or he's talking about like trying to do better so that better things come back to him, and Kenny's like, "Oh, you mean like karma?" And then Earl's like, "Oh, you're a Carson Daly fan too?" As if like Carson Daly came up with the concept of karma.
Yeah, that's what Earl thinks. Earl thinks that Carson Daly is the creator of karma.
I buy it.
Right. So, I mean, based on this first episode, was this a good pilot?
I think so. I mean, as far as pilots go, it was like good, concise, jokey. You got right into the setup, and then it also like did a whole like episode.
Yeah.
I seem you. I mean, yeah. I definitely. I think I fully understand what this show's about.
Yeah.
And I guess, and I assume. Now, going forward, every episode is going to be essentially about one item on the list.
Yeah.
Or something.
And there's going to be some sort of conflict in that he's going to try to help someone, but it's not going to be quite what he expects, and he has to kind of grow with it to be able to help someone.
Yep.
I think it's a really fun premise.
Yeah.
So,
I wish he was spending his money more.
Well, I think he's saving it for later, Joe. Yeah. He's got to watch the next episode. He'll spend all his money.
He's gonna like give a kid a scholarship or something.
It's not that much money. $100,000 isn't that much money.
I thought it was gonna be like $10 million, like life-changing money.
Yeah, no, this is like
$100,000 is life-changing money.
It is, okay, yeah, I misspoke. That is life-changing money. Yeah, But it's not
it's not $100 million.
It's not like go retire money.
No, it's fucking do something smart with it. But it is life changing.
It's not quit your job money. Yeah.
It's like find a way to invest it properly and pay off your loans.
Or start a business or get a really dope like H2 Hummer.
I do like that the one thing he
kill yourself.
The one thing he spent the money on was like an electric. Was it like the buttons to lock the car?
Yeah.
and I felt with that because like
I keyless entry. That's
I put in like the auto start in my car.
Mm-hmm.
Life changer.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the best thing I've ever done.
You get $100,000 today. What's the thing you buy tomorrow?
I pay off my loans.
Fair.
Yeah, I was going to say, any amount of student loans that I have left, I pay off. I have plenty of money left over. I don't have $100,000 in student loans. Thank God.
But
like,
I was kind of thinking just like
pretend
if it would be like some dumb fun thing that's like keyless entry.
You're not allowed to do that. You have $100,000 and you have to fun money it.
Yeah.
What do you buy?
A trip.
Okay.
Solid.
Because it's like an experience. What are you gonna get?
I don't know. What's something? But like, I was trying to think of like something I could enjoy like tomorrow.
A guitar. I don't know. Made that up. A new microphone thing for me. Like, I want a new one of these.
Well, buy it with your own $100,000, Claire.
I already spent it on a trip, man. I don't get two things.
I'm already on a trip, dude.
A Nintendo 64.
Joe's gonna spend $80.
And like a ton of games, though.
Does anybody have an old Nintendo 64 sitting around?
That's the thing. I was like trying to think of something that costs like even like tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I feel like you could have immediately.
Well, because I feel like because I feel like a lot of people with that are like a down payment in a house or like which is like $100,000 almost anywhere is not buying you a house for know
down payment.
Yeah, but a down payment.
That's not fun.
And like I don't give a shit about like automobiles, so I'm not buying like a car.
Yeah, me neither.
Tesla Cybertruck.
Though if I could get like you could buy a car outright with that, so maybe I would just buy like a car outright.
Yeah, but that also seems like not quite fun. I was thinking something like $3,000 and stupid. But I can't think of what that thing is, like a surfboard or something.
I want to see you surf.
Yeah.
You just like what? That surfboard would just like sit there.
I'd buy myself two giant
rowing machine.
A new cat stroller? Oh wait, Josh already has one.
I already got one. I'd buy myself two giant foam middle fingers and just go stand outside of work.
Yeah.
You can't quit your job.
But I can live for like 5 years if I like do it right.
Here's a dumb stupid thing.
I can't just buy anything big.
I'm gonna buy like so I think I can do it tomorrow. I'm buying front row tickets to whatever is at the Target Center tomorrow, whether it be a basketball game or a concert. I'm gonna be front row.
I'm gonna look it up,
and it's gonna be like $500.
I mean, I feel like I would be like box seats at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I would for sure do that.
Right. That'd be fun. I mean, and that you could probably do that. It's like you could do that with yourself and probably bring one or two friends, and I bet that's $50,000.
Yeah,
easy.
Holy shit.
Okay, Target Center has literally nothing going on tomorrow.
The one day.
There's not a lot. February's a little bit late, but
oh man,
it's empty.
What's the next thing at the Target Center?
I gotta look up the next
on Saturday.
March 1st, the Timberwolves versus the Mavericks.
Perfect. Courtside seats.
It's at 2:30 p.m.
Yeah,
cool.
Fine.
Just saying.
Day drunk at courtside.
Yeah.
At a basketball game.
I think that I really wish that this had been the next thing. Disney on Ice prevents road trip adventures.
Oh man, yeah.
Just rinkside for Disney on Ice.
Ringside.
It's like $150. No, those are probably expensive, but stupid.
But probably
I would be
less,
disappointed.
But probably less than like $3,000 total if you brought like 4 friends. Yeah. All right, let's get into predictions. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Number 1, Carson Daly's back.
Dang, you stole mine.
Yeah.
Back in what sense? He's just in the episode?
I don't think he's on TV. I think he like talks to Earl.
Okay. Because that's what I had that too. Like a Carson Daly full-on cameo.
Okay.
He's in the show.
Yeah.
Well, then mine's that he's on TV.
Yeah.
So
I
there
think
we go.
I think Randy and Catalina are married.
Okay.
I think Earl rides a Zamboni.
Fun.
And I think he is helping a high school teacher learn self-defense in this episode.
Ooh.
Okay.
Very specific.
I had some similar ones. So I had Carson Daly cameo. I had that Randy has a family. I didn't specify, but like
probably with Catalina.
Yeah, let's specify that like he has a kid. We'll
Okay.
make it slightly more specific. I think that Earl wins the lottery again.
I almost wrote that.
So he gets even more money to mess around with.
His karma level gets so good that he just would, he's
just paying it back. And then I think like it comes in this last episode, it comes down to the very last person on his list, and then they find out that the last person on his list is dead.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Because that teacher he taught self-defense killed him.
Oh God.
There we go. Okay, I'm kind of changing some of mine so that we're not all the same. So Randy is going to be on the city council.
Okay.
Okay. Joy and what's the guy's name?
Crabman.
Crabman. They have another kid, but it's also not Crabman's kid.
Crabman.
So that's kind of complicated.
Randy's kid.
I didn't say whose, but it's not Crabman's. Earl gets married and life is great because everybody gets married in the finales.
Yep, usually.
Oh, good call.
And then Earl loses the list, or the list is ripped up, or like the list is gone. The list is done.
That's a good call, too.
Disposal or gone list.
There's one prediction that I didn't write that I actually find could be a very big possibility, and that's that like this whole journey of Earl's, it becomes like kind of his life's work, and he kind of it's like Earl's center.
It's a clip show? Is that
no,
what you're
no,
saying?
Earl's center for like helping people or something. Like
Ooh.
that's kind of a thing. Like he becomes
He's
like
a social worker.
yeah, essentially, and he like helps people for a living now. Like, and that becomes his job. I could see that being a thing. That would be like how the show ends.
That would make a lot of sense.
So, but I did not write that as a prediction.
Well, I think it's gonna be good. We're gonna see a good finale.
Maybe.
It's gonna be great.
Hold on.
Is it?
You gotta vamp more, Claire.
What do I get bonus points if they eat donuts? Because I wrote that down, but I didn't say it out loud.
Well, now you did, so I
guess maybe. You said to banter.
I'll give you 1 point for every donut eaten.
I hope that would really help me catch up.
It would.
If they eat a lot. Is it by the same person or by anybody?
No. If all people in this episode eating donuts, 1 point per donut eaten.
Okay, I'm in.
Let's watch this last episode called Dodge's Dad.
Oh.
Interesting.
Ah.
Oh. All right, we will see.
He drives a Ford?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we'll see everybody after that. We're done with the final episode of My Name is Earl, called Dodge's Dad. It was such a good one.
Cameos.
Quick little thing. It says Joy tells Earl that Little Chubby is Dodge's father, and Little Chubby makes Earl's life hell after he tells him the news.
Mm-hmm.
Little Chubby was played by Norm Macdonald.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Little Chubby's like a guy in this small town who like owns a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
because his dad, Big Chubby, owned a bunch of shit.
Yeah. And then he's like was a dick, but then he lost his ball and he became nice, but then he got like a bull ball implanted and he became a dick again. And so telling him that he has a kid is like he does not like that. So basically, yeah, Earl is trying to convince Joy to tell Dodge that Earl is not his dad. Turns out in the end that Earl is his dad.
Twist.
So you just did a DNA test, turns out.
And then and then at the end of the episode, they find out that Darnell, or Crabman, is not Earl Jr.'s dad. Yeah. And then it says, to be continued, and the show never came on again.
Yeah, what an ending.
According to Wikipedia, it says that the series ended abruptly on May 19, 2009 after running for 4 seasons. Season 4 had ended with the caption, to be continued. The series producers, 20th Century Fox, TNT, whatever, the networks could to continue the series, but they were unable to come to terms without, quote, seriously undermining the artistic integrity of the series, end quote.
Oh, like they didn't like the direction that this was headed in, so they're like, you guys got to stop?
Uh-huh. I guess they had been in talks with Greg Garcia, who's the guy that was the showrunner, to finish the list via a movie, possibly to be released online. That was in October 2011. An
online movie in 2011.
I mean, yeah, well, just like a Netflix movie.
Yeah, but like 2011.
Yeah, so like 2 years after the show ended.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, online movies weren't as like big as they are now then.
No, but that was like they were doing Kickstarters and stuff back then.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been like a Kickstarter project.
Yeah.
It sounds about right for the era.
It sounds like that I was reading that basically people were like, season 1 of the show was really good, and it was okay for 2 more seasons, and then season 3 was pretty bad. Mm-hmm. And then the beginning of season 4 was pretty good. And then, shows take like that break usually.
Yeah.
And then I guess it came back and people were like, it was just bad again.
Sure. And then they're just like, well, we're going to cancel you.
And then they canceled them. So, and I don't know, somebody said it was because of fatigue. I mean, it's possible that the show has like, maybe it suffered from, it was pretty formulaic where every episode was a thing that he's going to help with, and maybe they just didn't make it like unique enough every episode, and it just kind of maybe was the same old, and it got boring.
Sure, I can see that.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen a show on this podcast yet that just ended like this one, where it's a to be continued and then it doesn't?
I don't think we've had one of those. I feel like most of the shows that got canceled that we've seen,
they like
at least kind of had like
wrapped it up.
I mean, usually in a terrible way, but in a way that it's like, it's over, you know?
The one that I think of is like Last Man on Earth ended on a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't to be continued, but like it was like definitely hinting at there's a new thing that's going to happen here.
Yeah, it was like the others in Lost came. Mm-hmm. But then it was like, imagine that, like that was the end of Lost, where like they discovered more people on the island and then Lost was over. Probably would have been better for Lost for a lot of people. That's how Lost ended. But
I don't know. I wonder how true fans of the show feel. Maybe this will be like, I mean, all the reboots that are happening. Maybe this will be a reboot.
Yeah, maybe eventually.
My name is Earl Jr.
My name's still Earl.
My name's still Earl.
My name was Earl.
I mean, something like this, it seems like it's like, either it gets the Netflix treatment where it gets picked up for another season on like something like Netflix. Mm-hmm. Or it just gets a movie on Netflix. It seems like Netflix would be the only way the show will keep going. Like not Hulu.
I don't know. What's NBC got going on right now? Like, do they got any shows?
Yeah, or if they just bring it back.
They're bringing back a lot of stuff, so I don't know.
I don't.
I think that it was like in general, like it was funny. Like I don't know. I feel like that's a really broad thing to say about a show. It's like it's funny.
It was kind of fun, yeah.
But
I didn't enjoy this past episode as much as the pilot, I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't as good subjectively, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't really know how you objectively say like a show is more funny than another show, really, but it didn't seem as funny. All the characters were still there. Mm-hmm. Like all 5 of like the kind of main characters seem to still be there. Mm-hmm. Norm Macdonald was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. But he's got like this dry, like doesn't go over well humor. It's kind of in general.
Yeah.
I feel like I would pick up the show. Like I would watch some eps if it was like
I mean, it's curious to see,
folding some laundry or something.
I could see how, like, season 1 of this show was probably pretty good, and then
probably a lot of interesting ideas.
You probably get 10, 12 episodes into season 1, and then either you're going to be like, cool, I like this formula, or like, if I forget to turn it on tomorrow, I probably will forget to turn it on the next day, and then it'll just go away.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
You kind of run out of premises. It's like, I'm going to help another lonely person. I'm going to save another hospital.
It almost seems like, well, like
what was on the list for this one? Oh, fix career day? And then find the dad?
Yeah, his list was, he ruined Dodge's career day, like, the first time he did it. And so he was like, I was going to fix Dodge's career day. It kind of seems like, the things he has to fix might have to get a little sillier and sillier to, like, try to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, first one was stop, like, be nice to the guy you tormented. And then we saw the title for episode 2 was quit smoking.
Yeah.
It's like probably revisit an old teacher. I mean, we sat for 20 minutes, we could make a list of 50 things. But after a while it would be like, go on a road trip with the peg leg guy, But
that's also why we're not writers on a TV show, and we're not, like, in a writer's room. So hopefully they could think of things, but it makes sense that they would have lulls and dips, and, I mean, they're going to pull in other cast members and try to create stories. But you are also right. They're talking about a small town, and you have a limited set of characters that you're going to be dealing with.
Yeah.
But I think there's definitely things about this show that I like better than some of this, like, Netflix moments that we see now with, like, the binge watching. Like, it's a little bit different of a format for a show. Like, this one was set up to, like, surprise you at every commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, kind of gives you that roller coaster that you get in a show. And I feel like some of those are gone without commercial breaks, where you're just going through the whole show and it's just, I don't know, it's less of that.
Yeah,
sitcom-y.
I suppose commercials do set up, like, you have to wait to know what's going on so they can set up little
like
things.
Mini cliffhangers throughout an episode.
But I'm fine with getting rid of something like that without having commercials. I think that's a worthwhile thing to get rid of.
I agree.
And you can just have a black screen on Netflix for, like, 5 seconds, and it pretty much does the same thing.
It's a little hang on that cliff for 5 seconds.
Yeah. 5-second cliff. I'm into that.
But could you imagine a Netflix show, like, right now, like, that's designed for Netflix that would add in a cliff mid-show? That's not a thing.
It's like, maybe I think about that, maybe, but it's also like any of the new. I'm trying to think, because
also that's like making writing for TV so much different. I never thought about that. Like, you're not writing, you're basically writing a mini movie every episode of a Netflix show, right? And that was kind of like the premise of, like, of West Wing. They wanted them, like, Aaron Sorkin was trying to make them be like mini movies, but he still would have, like, you have 10 minutes here to do a thing, and you have this many minutes here, and you'd have to write within those time limits for the commercial breaks. I listen to a podcast about it.
I don't think it changes that much, really. You just decide when your scene changing by yourself instead of being forced into a time.
Yeah, you got to make it work within 12 minutes or whatever.
You just
but that changes your writing from, like, being kind of rigid to what you're given to being more flexible.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, yes and no. They still kind of adhere to at least, like, length time.
Yes.
Like an hour long show is in general still kind of like 42 minutes, even on, like, Netflix. I mean, they don't have to be an hour now just because there's no commercials. There's still, like, 22, 25, 30 minutes. They can do it. So the big thing is they just don't have, I don't know how it works. I don't know if they go, well, you have 7 minutes and then there's a commercial that always goes here.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they kind of divide it up, or they just write the show and they know they have to have X amount of commercial breaks.
I think it's that way. Based on, like, this West Wing podcast that I've listened to, dabbled. At least that show was like that.
Yeah. But I mean, you're still writing a show, and I haven't watched probably any, like, just made for streaming sitcoms either, But you're still making natural breaks within your episodes anyway, to switch scenes and to do stuff. You're not having a big long pause because there's no commercial, but maybe it takes away from your cliffhanger ability because the pause is only 3 seconds instead of 3.5 minutes. But
yeah, I think it kind of goes both ways. Like, I think there's probably some streaming shows that still stick to a pattern because that just makes writing the show easier. Mm-hmm. And I also think that there's shows that are still on traditional TV, granted maybe not network TV shows, but like cable shows that mess a lot with the formula, even though they still are going to have commercial breaks.
Right.
You know what drives me nuts though? You guys are both talked about this Lego show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we watched that the other day. They have, and I feel like that's like any reality show, like the prior to the commercial break, there's the clips for like a couple minutes that's what's going to be on next.
Mm-hmm,
and then when you get back to the show, then there's like the couple minutes of the clip what's going to happen next. And it's the same like 5 clips over and over. I hate that.
I mean,
I want to watch that show with all of that edited out and I might like it.
It's still reality. I mean, for those kind of shows, it's still like they're explaining things and they're explaining it for a general population, not like not super smart people, not super dumb people, not people with great attention spans and not people with really, really poor attention spans, but just like the straight median of the road. And that really does mean, hey, coming up, this is this. Hey, welcome back. This is what's happening. Mm-hmm. Hey, when you come back, like I'm going to keep saying everything over and over again. And I mean, I've said it a bunch, especially when it comes to regular TV. And it's the thing I don't like when it comes to reality TV is like, TV doesn't in general respect, like it doesn't assume that when people watching TV like can follow things and pick up things by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do that because that's not either what they think that the median like viewership of TV can do, or like they just don't care.
Well, it's just not what the median viewership of TV does. What they're going to do is they're going to be flipping channels.
Yeah.
And then, find something that's not on commercial. And then if they go, oh, wait, this was that Lego show. Right. What's going on?
And that's weird that like they do things like that. You watch streaming and they still do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On things. And you're like, but no, I'm streaming. I'm not flipping.
I was here. Yeah.
I'm here. I've committed. And if I flip away, that means I'm not watching it anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, so. Yeah. So it though, like things that are on TV don't translate well to streaming a lot of times. Mm-hmm. Like the Lego show's obviously on TV, but we watch it on Hulu, so it's annoying. Mm-hmm. But I feel like there's still things that are just streaming and they do that still. Because that's just the way it's been done.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not changing with your time.
I noticed that on this, like I was watching this British gardening show. I was like, why are you giving me the updates? Like, I know, I'm just, I know what I'm seeing.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know.
Stay tuned when we figure this out.
Yeah, right?
Welcome back. We are figuring it out. Yeah, I'm curious about like the first couple episodes of My Name is Earl and seeing like, how it's good, but I can see me dropping off fast in the show.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm at with like my intrigue in My Name is Earl. Mm-hmm. Since I've been sick for the past like week, I've been watching a lot of 30 Rock. Mm-hmm. And that show is just wacky as hell.
Yeah.
And it like holds your attention really well. And so now watching a show like My Name is Earl, which is like pretty like solidly funny, it seems, at least the first episode was, but like, man, like the caliber of like keeping my attention from like this show to like 30 Rock or something, like it's just like no contest in my opinion. Like, like it was just.
Well, but you're also like already bought into all the characters of 30 Rock and all of those other pieces.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, but I was but I mean, even if we have not first and last at 30 Rock, have we?
No.
But like, I mean, if we first and last at 30 Rock and just put pilot versus pilot, like I think it's night and day. I mean, I bet there's money there, so and quality of writing and definitely like Jason Lee's a good actor, but he's not Alec Baldwin.
Well, there's formula to 30 Rock too, right? I feel like
Oh yeah.
towards the end I started to feel the formula a lot more, where it's just like Liz is trying to make Tracy and Jenna like do their job and not be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And like try to hold her own shit together. And that's pretty much every episode of 30 Rock.
There's an episode, I feel like if people want to watch, never seen 30 Rock, I watched an episode one night, and the next day I hit like play again to like watch more 30 Rock, and it was for some reason it restarted that episode. and I literally was like, this episode was so good. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to rewatch this episode again tonight. It's called Apollo.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's the one where Tracy wants to go to space.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the things some of the premises in that show and the things they say are just so funny. Mm-hmm. And like one of those, like, I don't know if you guys watch TV like this, but like sometimes when I see a plot or something, I'm like, oh, I could have thought it, like, like it's like, I could think of it, but I like how they execute it, or like I could have thought about that, or and it wasn't very good, or like wouldn't have even bothered. But like, man, that episode is like, everything about this episode is like bonkers and like,
well, and that's the episode
really inventive,
where like they coined the term like he's gonna jack.
Yeah,
oh my God, I'm gonna jack.
Yeah. It's because Jack gets so excited he threw up.
Yeah,
God, I can't remember what Tracy Jordan says. It's
the name of the deaf lady, I forget her name, but they like get a deaf lady to try to interpret what he's saying in a video that doesn't have sound, and she's like, he's saying Apollo. Oh God, he just threw up.
Oh yeah,
I was looking at his mouth. Why did you make me do that?
Why didn't you warn me? I was looking at his mouth. Claire, how are you doing?
I'm still here. I haven't seen any of that, but sounds funny. Yeah. I've seen some of their Christmas episodes.
So it's funny because like some people, I think for My Name is Earl, said like it got too silly or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I mean, obviously there's a way to become like, yeah, you have to, some sitcoms like this have to like kind of go off the rails somewhat to like kind of keep, because they have to keep upping the ante to like keep it, because you're like, this is funny in season 1, but like now like that's my base level funny, so I got to keep going up to like increase my dopamine or something when you watch your show.
Yeah.
And it's a delicate process, and it seems like something like My Name is Earl went like off the rocker, like in the wrong way that the general consensus of the viewership didn't like.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm season 3 or something of 30 Rock, and I'm like, the bonkers direction that they're going is just the right way.
Yeah, in comedies you get wackier and wackier, and dramas it just gets more and more up the stakes.
And dramier.
Yeah.
There's more death and murder.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask coworkers tomorrow if they've seen this show. And
okay.
I have a guess of which coworker has.
Okay.
So I'm kind of.
You want to out them right now, or?
Yeah.
They'll probably find this podcast and tell me about it at work.
Do you think they Google My Name is Earl on a weekly basis, and that's how they're going to find it?
I don't think they're finally that into it.
A podcast for me.
It'd be pretty cool if they did. But yeah, I don't
that's
know.
Right, Shannon. Claire's going to talk to you. No, I don't know.
Shannon, it's not you. But is it?
It'd be really funny if I just pulled a random name out and you're like, oh shit, how did you know that?
I'll bleep that out. Bleep the name out.
I'm not going to do that. Let's do predictions. Well, I mean,
did anybody get any points?
No, I definitely didn't.
Certainly not.
I said no. Carson Daly. No. I said Randy and Catalina are married. Catalina is apparently just she's
got a lot of jobs.
Stripper now.
But because she still worked at the motel.
She still worked at the motel. Mm-hmm. Earl rides a Zamboni. I really wanted that to happen.
Yeah. No. I feel like it was too warm. You kind of picked a cold.
Yeah, I didn't know what time of year this was going to take place.
True. Although end of a season.
Well, whatever. Yeah, because shows never end in the winter. That would be what?
A lot of shows don't.
And then I said he was going to help a high school teacher learn self-defense, and they like went to school, and I was like, "Am I onto something?" And I was not. So 0 points.
Yeah, I also had Carson Daly, and that Randy has a family. Earl wins the lottery, and last person on his list is dead. And the last person was, I guess we didn't even see the last person. Mm-mm. But the person in this show who was on the list was
His son.
His son. He's very much alive.
And he did not kill his son.
Well, Earl isn't married. Randy isn't on the city council. Earl doesn't lose the list.
No donuts were eaten.
No donuts. I'm out.
I was excited for you to I was excited for somebody to eat like a dozen donuts.
I should have said shrimp.
Ugh.
Yeah, why couldn't you have seen that one coming?
But they didn't eat that anyway, so I watched that and I was like, they didn't even eat it.
Well, we all got a big old donut in this episode.
So don't tell Jimmy we all just get like 10 points.
Which is a bummer. I mean, besides talking to your coworker, Claire, are you trying to watch any of this show or what?
Maybe. If I was like folding some laundry, sitting around on a, Saturday morning, maybe I check it out. I don't see myself watching this like all the way through the 4 seasons.
Oh, I don't think there's any possibility that I could watch 96 episodes of this show.
Well, don't bet me on it, because then I would, but...
Oh, I bet you can't watch 96 episodes of this show.
Oh, damn. I'll be back and I'll
you
watch
can come
the whole
back
thing.
and you can come
I'll
back
be wearing
once
a My Name is Earl t-shirt.
Yeah, but then you're going to get all the way through it and then end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm going to know it's going to be to be continued.
And then Claire's going to start writing season 5 My Name is Earl fanfic.
Ooh. Yeah. Can you make money off that?
No.
Oh.
But you could start a pretty non-for-profit blog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find me at My Name is Earl fanfic2020.com.
.livejournal.com.
.livejournal.
Joe, I'm going on a limb saying you're never turning the show on.
No, never. No.
Come on, Joe.
Only Lego Masters from here on out.
Coming up soon on I hate that. I can't stand that.
Coming up soon, we're going to end this podcast. And we're back, and we're going to end this podcast.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening. If you would like to make show suggestions, give us some sort of nice and or mean comment. Tell us how much you love or hate My Name is Earl. You can hit us up at F&L Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter. We have a Facebook somewhere on the internet. Ask Mark Zuckerberg. And yeah. That's about it. Sometimes Joe likes to ask if you give us 1 or 5 stars, but nothing in between.
Sure.
Joe agrees this week as well to do those things.
We could take a 3. Just even it out. Make it not look suspicious.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What about a 4?
Give us a 3 or 4 star.
You give us 4 stars, we'll give you 4 stars.
No 2s.
No 2s.
No. 2s are for Earls. That doesn't mean anything either to me, so. You gave me a look.
I just don't know any Earls that are going to log on and give us a 2.
I listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't think I've ever rated a podcast in my life.
Well,
we
just learned about karma today.
Yeah.
You should rate everything, and then they can rate you back.
For every podcast you rate, someone's going to rate our podcast.
Oh, okay.
Just ask Carson Daly.
But what's the point of rating? What does that even do?
It's like findability.
Yeah, it gets suggested and stuff.
So rate everything.
It's like just traffic of rating, presumably.
Don't they notice how many times you're being listened to?
Yeah, but it's just another way.
People are actually interacting with it than just listening. Yeah.
But by now, doesn't everybody know that's just a scam?
Like a pyramid, like the podcast.
No, but everybody is like, give us 5 stars, give us 5 stars. It's fake. It's not a real rating system. Anyway,
I treat it very seriously.
That's why we ask for 3 and 4 stars.
I will treat it very seriously.
Yeah, from now on.
Joe, next week, tell us how many podcasts you rated, and then we'll see how many rated us.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see if it's even.
Yeah. All right, we will see all of you listeners out there in that ether next week for another episode of First and Last. Goodbye.
Bye.